Assalamualaikum family. I wasn't going to even touch this, but first of all, I just want to say greetings, greetings, greetings. Welcome to my channel. My name is Kiddis. This is the Global Green Book. I wanted to do this because it's been weighing very heavy, heavy, heavy on my heart. We all have been listening to the news and we've all been hearing, you know, about this young man who was recently found in a cane field. And the thing that bothers me most, and I'm going to really do my best not to get emotional with this, but the thing that has been bothering me the most about this is the fact that this child, never was there an Amber Alert. Never was there shown any concern. Neither is there any concern in regards to locating the people who had this young man and what happened to him while he was in their care. Why was this 15-year-old child with a 17-year-older, and why did his mother feel it was okay to take him without notifying his mom? And why is it that the police are trying to classify it as a drowning? Um, it really is bothering me. I just, and I really didn't want to touch this because today was Juma. I try to stay away from certain issues and topics, but I think it's because I did take a class and I did study on this topic in regards to our children. I'm going to give you a reference, okay? And this is a historical reference. This reference spans over 50 years from different accounts, from Eleanor Roosevelt to Emmett Till to his family. So, I'm on here to give education as much as I can. And so this is a book, okay? And I'm going to make the screen here. So this is the lynching of Emmett Till, okay? And within this book, it was very eloquently put together. It has all of the transcripts, it has news articles, it has different political leaders, it has poets, activists, songs, anything that was regarding this young man's death. And one of the poems in here, and I'm really trying hard not to get emotional because I have a son. One of the poems in this book is written by Langston Hughes. Wonders why no lynching probes. Langston Hughes, Chicago Defender, October 1st, 1955. Oh, what a sorrow, oh, what a pity, oh, what a pain, that tears and blood should mix like rain and terror come again to Mississippi. Come again, who has terror been in some other section of the nation, lying low, unpublicized, jaundiced eyes showing through the mask. Oh, what sorrow, pity, pain, the tears and blood and terrors fetid hot, yet clammy cold remain. And this book is full of different poems and articles, the transcript. It has some pictures. Now, one of the things that when I was reading the article about this young man is how they're trying to classify it and what the description was. I understand why they are comparing it to the death of Emmett Till. Now, Emmett was also classified as and most people know the pictures, and they have the picture. This child was brutalized, as this baby was brutalized and dumped in a cane field. And the police found no emergency to search for him, no emergency to put it just really bothered me. No Amber Alert. So I'm trying to really keep it together. So I don't know how many people listen to the different NFACs. I'm not a member. I'm not in any organization, but when I heard it and I heard his message, I said, I'm going to at least put it on this channel so that anyone that grace it will understand it. You don't have to listen. You don't have to like it. You don't have to be interested. It may not be your concern, but this is my community, and I must make sure that we are all on the same accord, and we're all in sync, and we're all in line. So I'm going to play this message.
Things are as peaceful as you want them to be. Unfortunately, that's not true for everywhere in the world. There are things happening in this world that go beyond description of what is considered humane, what is acceptable, and what is tolerable. I find it interesting that we as a people, black people, will tolerate some of the strangest things, but then are the quick to say what we won't put up with. What we will do to each other, we won't do to someone else. And when someone else threatens to do to someone else what we do to each other, we try to talk you out of it. We try to tell you that there's something wrong with you.
Of course, they're going to play a commercial when nobody's interested in the commercial.
That you making it uncomfortable, so that means it's going to be uncomfortable for them too. They try to tell you what not to do, what they'll do to you in 2 seconds. Let me say it again. They will tell you not to do what they will do to you in 2 seconds. We live in a world where there are no boundaries anymore, where people think that they can do whatever they want to do and that there are no repercussions. Unfortunately, that's not the case. We find ourselves tonight, brothers and sisters, in a situation where I'm not going to hold you long. But I have to be fair. I really do. I give all praise to the Most High. If you tuned in to this, then you're here because of your own doing. I didn't tell you to be here. I just told you I had an announcement to make, and you tuned in for your own reasons. I think it's sad that amongst my own people, I don't know who to trust anymore. One of the things that this journey has taught me is that your enemy looks just like you, and that there are some people who are so entrenched in the feelings that have grown in the soil of post-traumatic slave disorder that you still act like we on the plantation, even though we ain't picked cotton in over 100 and some odd years. Some of y'all still looking for a pat on the head from the master. Some of y'all still want to be accepted as the go-along, the get-along person. And some of y'all, believe it or not, just don't want no trouble, just want things to stay the way they are. But most sadly enough, some of you all hate us so much. You hate your own kind so much that anyone who proposes any type of forward progress for your people, you're the first one to say, well, if it ain't them, it's going to happen to somebody else. Some of y'all say the dumbest shit because you don't see that you're still in the slave master's mindset. You're still a slave, the plantation of the mind. That's where you are. You're shackled in your mind. You are still picking cotton in your mind. You still buck dancing in your mind. You still putting up with blackface in your mind. In your mind, you still afraid of the master coming to get you in the middle of the night in your mind. Hey, you still buying bottles like this?
I'm going to just end it there. Go and check out the rest of it on YouTube. So this is the NFAC public announcement. He is calling all the brothers and sisters to come together, because answers need to be made. Answers are needed. Answers are demanded. We need to know what happened to our young brother, another brilliant soul that we have lost. Um, Another mother then lost her son. Another lynching, another brutal beating has happened. And I'm not hearing anything. I'm not hearing a sound. I'm hearing everybody and their mother talking about all this distraction out here. We have all this nonsense that I'm hearing on the internet, I'm seeing on the internet. And the real topics of discussion is, why are our children still disappearing? Why are our children still being killed and there's no repercussion? Why is it okay that our children can just be gone and it's no big deal, no Amber Alerts, no concern? There has to be answer. Why is it that a child is murdered and it's not even considered suspicious? It's just like business as normal. This is has to end. So I'm not sure exactly what the NFAC has planned. Like I said, I'm not a member, but they're trying to take action, and they're calling all our brothers and sisters from all these different organizations, the Black Panthers. I don't know them all. I don't. But they're calling everyone to come and collect and go get answers. And if you can do that, and if you can pull your forces together and do that, do it. I'm seeing like people are not playing. It's a state of emergency. I went to the gun shop the other day, and do you know the gun shops are empty? They're empty. Who's buying all these guns? Who's buying them? I was asking the girl, I was like, is this normal? She said no. So people are getting ready. People are getting armed, and we're sitting here, what, worrying about clowns, worrying about clowns running around looking like they're distractions. We're being distracted from what needs to be taken care of. I'm telling you guys, I'm doing my best to keep it together. I've been thinking about this for ever since I heard the news, and I only heard a blur. I have a black son. I always said I'm not going to cry, but I have a child. I was kidnapped, and they didn't come after me. This has to end, and it's not going to end unless we do something about it. It's not going to end unless we do something about it, because they don't care about us here. This place is so toxic. It's built off of killing us. So what makes you think it's going to change? This country became great off of our blood, sweat, and tears. I heard a sister speak earlier today, trying to make our African brothers and sisters understand the dilemma that we're going through. And they're like, just don't worry about it. Move with love. We don't think about those things. Well, you don't have to, because you're not in it. You're not living with this over your head every day. I worry about speaking my truth because I need a job. I can't do that anymore. I heard a sister say today, we nursed their babies while we let our children stay on the floor and cry. We have to stop putting our children last. We have to speak up for our babies. We need to speak loudly. Use your platform. Stop using your platforms for likes. Use your platforms to make a freaking difference. The NFAC is calling our brothers and sisters. We need to get answers. We need to know what happened to our child. We need to know what happened to our son. I didn't want to come on here and cry, but how can you not? How can you not? They beat this child. They ignored this child. He wasn't important enough. And it's not the first one. We have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of children who disappeared in this manner. They worked us into the ground. We got to stop it. Please go check it out. Use your platform. Make a difference.